Let's pull all of this together and talk about the future of digital money in China. I'm joined by Alan Silbert. He's founder and CEO of BitPremier, an online luxury marketplace for Bitcoin users. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's start with this flash crash I just mentioned. People investing in virtual currency, can they really lose that much money?
Yeah, sure. There's risks in everything. Once Enron was thought to be, the blue chip of the world and of the utmost stability, and so there's always risks. Bitcoin's been around for 8 years now, and it kind of as every day goes by, there's more security and more stability and more confidence in it. So, but there's always risks, and you have to diversify.
Well, the market for currency like Bitcoin can vary from region to region. There used to be a 20% difference in Bitcoin prices in the US and China, but that has narrowed to about 5% today. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Well, there were some rumors that it was because of Chinese capital controls, and that people were kind of flocking to Bitcoin to use them to then move money out of the country. I think it's probably more of a supply and demand, really. Bitcoin's getting very popular in China. Chinese are savvy investors. They're technologically savvy, and so I think it was really just a supply and demand issue. As well as if people are willing to pay $200 more in China than they are in the U.S., they'll pay it. It's probably narrowed just because people can move money from country to country easier in Bitcoin. There's probably some arbitrage opportunities, so people are selling higher and buying back lower. It kind of tends to narrow the spreads a little bit.
I want to throw some more numbers out to you. Chinese Bitcoin marketplaces are allowing people to withdraw Bitcoins again. We saw in our story the ATMs. But there are some new restrictions, like the limit on the numbers of withdrawals per day. How do you think China views Bitcoin?
Well, I think there was a lot of attention put on the Chinese exchanges because there was no trading fees for a while. So. And the Chinese customers of the exchanges were incentivized to trade a lot because they were only charged upon withdrawing their money. So it kind of incentivized them to trade and churn money quickly, move money between exchanges, and there was also a lot of margin trading. So the Chinese, the People's Bank of China came in, paid some more attention to it. I don't think they're going to put in draconian measures or anything, but they'll come in, make sure the AML KYC policies are the way they should be. Margin trading will probably be curtailed, and the things of that nature, not unlike we've seen in this country as well.
Alan, do you ever think we'll get to the point where, you said Bitcoin's been around for 8 years now. Do you think we'll ever get to the point where that'll just be the way we buy things and order things, and we'll never use another credit card again?
Yeah, I think absolutely. Bitcoin or something like it is going to be here to stay. I can send Bitcoins to you as easy as I can send Bitcoins to somebody in the middle of Africa on a cell phone, and that's just absolutely remarkable. So, if it's not Bitcoin, it's going to be something. It's kind of hard to put the genie back in the bottle, and Bitcoin is far and away the strong contender right now up front. So, I think so.
All right, we heard it there first. Alan Silbert, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.